Hey there, I'm Matt, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are doing a cost breakdown of this room renovation, going from a home gym in our basement to a nice cozy bedroom. The room is around 220 square feet, fairly basic. It's got the carpet flooring, standard drywall, drop ceiling, and again, it was just used as a workout room. And the renovation itself was fairly simple. I wasn't doing any sort of structural, plumbing, very minimal electrical. A lot of it was just aesthetics, which we can see here. But as we all know, even the simplest of DIY projects can go off course, and quickly costs can spiral out of control. And this breakdown is going to focus on material costs. There's obviously going to be tools involved, and then my personal labor. Neither of those are factored into the costs. I already own the tools. I didn't have to buy anything special for this project. And with this being DIY, I didn't charge myself to do the work. And so let's dive in and see just how much our wallet was hit with this project. Let's go. Before we start running through the costs, I just want to encourage you to hit that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing the step-by-step process and how I completed this transformation. I'll be updating the playlist in the description below as I release future videos that are going to detail each major step. In my initial planning stage, there wasn't really any cost associated here. I had a MetaQuest 3 headset that I was using for augmented reality and just kind of staging some virtual furniture in the space to mimic our daughter's future room down here, make sure things were going to fit. She's moving from actually a larger room into the smaller room. And at this stage, it was just really making sure things were going to fit before we committed to moving forward with the project. And after planning things out, I was able to move on to the demo stage where I didn't have any material costs and actually had a bit of a cost savings because I was able to reuse the trim. I carefully uninstalled it and marked out which piece goes where. So it was also a time saver as I didn't have to measure out and cut new trim to fit the room. And I did have a $10 disposal fee at our local waste transfer station where I hauled away the old carpet and padding for disposal. And so ultimately though, no material costs in this demo phase. And in parallel with the demo work, I also went ahead and painted the walls after filling in the holes. This was 1 gallon of paint along with some spackle for a total cost of $50 here. After the demo and wall prep, I was preparing to get the floor ready for laminate. And so this is a concrete foundation in our basement. And with laminate, the floor needs to be fairly flat. So I was checking for high or low spots. And while checking the floor flatness didn't have any direct material costs, I did find a low spot that I did need to level out. And so that leads us to our next step, which is leveling out the floor. And I had about 32 square feet that I needed to raise up. There was just one corner of the room that was low, so I ended up actually going through a couple bags of self-leveler. And this was one of those areas, it didn't go quite as planned. I ended up actually then having to use some feather finish to trowel out just a few dips and valleys that resulted even after the self-leveler. And then I had the joy of grinding out a few high spots that resulted from the self-leveler. Overall material cost for leveling out our floor, again around 32 square feet. I went through 2 bags of self-leveler and a bag of feather finish for a total of about $100. And after getting the floor leveled out, because this is a concrete foundation and I don't know what sort of barrier they may have applied underneath the foundation before it was poured, I wanted to put a moisture barrier down just to protect the laminate. So I went on Amazon and bought a 6mm, 250 square foot roll of plastic sheeting, Frost King brand, fairly inexpensive. And then I used some red underlayment tape to tape up the seams. So getting the moisture barrier down was a total cost of $34 in prep for our laminate. And now we're getting to the fun part of the project where we're going to see more significant change by installing laminate. I purchased all my laminate at Menards. It's a mid-tier style of it at $2.49 per square foot. And while I love Menards and their 11% rebates that they have tended to have most of the year, I ended up not including that 11% savings in my total price. And at the doorways, I installed a couple of threshold strips that matched our laminate, and those were 16 bucks a piece. Total cost for the laminate was 585 bucks. After getting the laminate installed, it was time to do our accent wall using these slat panels. This was the first time I'd ever used these. This was a design decision made by my wife and daughter, and ultimately I was actually pretty impressed with how they turned out. Each slat panel was just under 8 inches wide, 94.5 inches tall. The width of the wall that we were using these on was 119 inches, so I ended up needing 15 of these panels. They came in packs of 4, so I bought 4 packs for a total of $550. And to secure the panels to the wall, I went through 4 tubes of liquid nails along with the provided screws that came with the panels. Total cost for all materials associated with this wall were $575. Then I was able to reinstall the trim that I had saved from the demo phase. So again, nice cost savings there. Didn't have to repurchase trim for the space. And along the way, we had just some miscellaneous costs, such as light bulb upgrades, some caulking, all that tallied up to just 25 bucks. And with any project, there's obviously many different factors that can come into play that are going to impact cost. It could be the size of the room, the scope of the work, is there electrical, structural. In this case, our renovation was a fairly basic one, nothing too complicated. And after all is said and done, we ended up with a grand total of $1,370 on this project. Really not too bad considering the impact that it had on the space. In terms of unexpected costs, really the biggest thing was probably about $100 worth of just leveling compounds for the floor. We didn't know we needed to level going into this project, so we had that. But everything else, I mean, the big hitters were the slat wall and then the laminate flooring. Those made up most of the cost. We knew we were going to do that up front. So ultimately, very happy with the way everything turned out, and we kept the costs in check throughout this project. And hopefully you found this video helpful if you're looking to gauge costs for similar renovation. If so, feel free to subscribe and check out our next video in the series of laying out the room in augmented reality.